Hey, welcome to your first of many Little Willy update videos. I'm going to be making little videos about the project as I seek financing, and so strap in. The first Little Willy update video is titled Little Willy Origins. Here's why. It's because I'm going to tell you a few stories about where the idea for Little Willy came from. So to tell the first story, we got to go back to My Buddy. Y'all remember the My Buddy doll? I was obsessed with this doll. I was obsessed with the commercial.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
When I saw that commercial, I thought my life won't be complete until I have that doll. Well, I got the My Buddy doll, and I loved the My Buddy doll, and I played with him day in and day out until I saw a TV spot for Child's Play 2 one night, where Chucky looks right into the camera and says, "I'm coming for you, Andy." My name is Andrew, and as a kid, people called me Andy. When I saw that spot, I thought Chucky was going to come out of the TV and murder me. Furthermore, when I looked at My Buddy doll that night up in my room, I didn't see my benevolent friend that I played make-believe with. I saw a murderer, an entity that was going to come to life and kill me. So I put My Buddy in my parents' closet. I was so afraid of him. It only made things worse, because I imagined My Buddy locked in that closet, just stewing in his anger and slipping further and further into madness and hatred targeted toward me. I was positive that one night I was going to hear that closet door get kicked open, little feet run down the hallway, and then I'd look up and see My Buddy standing in my doorway, full of vitriol and spite for me, until he jumps on the bed and slits my fucking throat. So that was the first story. That's what started my love-hate relationship with Child's Play. The main character's name was Andy. My name was Andy. It ruined my love for My Buddy and got into my head on a pretty deep level. And it wasn't until many years later I could watch the film and I fell in love with the franchise, like most people do when they watch something that they were scared of as a kid. And here is my cat, Puck. And he's a sweetheart and he loves being held. That's not true. He hates being held. But I love kissing his little butt. Okay, second story. I grew up acting. I still act, but as a kid, I was really going for it and auditioning for a lot of shit, like it was called Teenage Wasteland at the time, but that 70s show, Rushmore, The Faculty, Almost Famous, The Client, a lot of things. So at one point, I was in New York for an audition for a Pepsi commercial, and I get into the audition, and they pair us up with other kids auditioning. We have to do the audition together because it's these two classmates in a room talking to each other. And the kid I'm paired with is Alex Vincent, the guy who played Andy Barclay in Child's Play. And I'm pretty starstruck. We do the audition. We both nail it. Neither of us booked it. And on the elevator on the way back down, I start a conversation with him. And I say, hey, I'm a really big fan of Child's Play. It's cool to see that you're still acting. What have you been doing since then? And he said, and I'm not poking fun. He said, well, after Child's Play, I had to step away for a bit. Things just got too hot. And that always stuck with me. It probably did get too hot. Kid actor doesn't want to grow up in the industry. Maybe he wants more of a normal life in his adolescence. Makes sense. But I've always thought about those people who were known for something as a kid and how hard that must be as you grow and form into a different person, how to maintain a career, how to maintain a sense of self. So I put really my personal fears and personality into this character who's named Adam Castle in Little Willy, who, because he doesn't have the success that he had as a child, starts to lose his grip on reality and begins to think the doll from the film is whispering sinister things to him, urging him to do sinister things in real life. So anyway, Little Willy Origins. If you want to give to the film and invest in the short, the feature, the series, just this intellectual property, this thing that I'm pretty obsessed with because I think it's the perfect blend of my dark comedic sensibilities with my love for horror and my love for all things child's play, then go to littlewillyfilm.com.